What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K19 Pro Am game. Today we're playing against Team HMFC. Now these guys have a 1-1 record, so we will have to see whether the team that won their own game shows up today or the team that lost their only game shows up as they get the loose ball and are going to go to the free throw line here. We are running the Michael and Walsh big man lineup with Michael with the stretch 4 at the center spot, so more spacing will be at a maximum. We got a turnover there just now. I really don't know how, as we actually had a driving lane, kick it to Deli, 4-3. He can't knock it down. Not a bad shot with the pure sharp, but we will definitely keep in mind how easily we got by the point guard and how much space there was for us to take. In the meantime, they take a corner 3, knock it down, and go up 7-0. So the team that won their only game has showed up early on. No one shows up to cover us right there. Center gets caught in no man's land, and we knock it down. Now, we are debuting Headband Denny Tice today, if you haven't noticed. The difference between Headband Denny Tice and normal Denny Tice, Headband Denny Tice actually makes most of his jumpers, as we go all the way to the rack and throw it down. So we're going to try to provide a little bit more scoring for our team today. That's going to be a turnover. Josh picks up the loose ball, and this ball is going to zip around on this possession. It's not going to find the open guy, like the obvious pass, but the ball continues to move, and eventually, if the ball moves that fast, it's going to move faster than the defense and get someone open. It was Walsh for not a 3, but a deep 2. Walsh, the biggest culprit of the deep 2 syndrome, strikes again as they strike with an alley-oop connection. That was way too easy. Michael was there, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. They keep on going to that play as Walsh just crab walking in there with a little old man game. The pump fake buys him the time to get the bucket, and we have eventually clawed our way out of the early 7-0 hole that we put ourselves in as they take a contested 3 and knock it down. One question I want to ask you guys today as this game goes on is if you guys like this format of the Pro Am videos that I upload, or if you guys like the live commentaries, like the funny moments videos that I was uploading at the end of last year, and the ones I did for MUT Squads as well. If you guys like these straight up commentaries, let me know. If not, you guys like the live comm, the funny moments and all that from different games, I'll leave a poll in the video. It'll be like one of those little cards, so you guys can vote. Let me know which one you guys like better, and whichever one you guys like the best is the one we will rock with, as Josh misses the kind of contested jump shot right there. They're trying to spark a little bit of a fast break, and one more time, the same ball head dude from the corner 3. Thankfully, this time he doesn't knock it down. That could have put us down 7 points in the first quarter. That would have been a little bit scary. Instead, we're on the attack, finding Michael, open 3, can't get it to go. Now, it's all good to have a pure stretch 4, but if he can't knock down his open shots, then maybe a little bit of a problem. Here we got a wide open Deli to pure sharp, 4-3, and he's gonna knock it down. Just drawing the defense right there, and eventually we get a steal on the defensive end, and we're gonna go all the way for the dunk. But yeah, eventually, you know, we draw a defender and we kick it to someone, and the main thing we don't want to do in that scenario, or pretty much for the entire game, is turn the ball over. NBA 2K19 is a very defensive friendly game as we get a pokeball free right on cue, but they do get the ball and get it up with their bigger lineup as we go all the way to the rim. Oh man, I had a driving lane, but I second guessed myself. I also saw Walsh cutting, and I thought he might bring his defender right there, so just a slight hesitation ended up costing us, and we actually got a shot block when I pump fake, which is kind of weird as Michael open 3 fortunately can't knock it down again, so we're struggling with his shot a little bit right now. So we're going to have to, I mean, we'll keep on feeding him, but at the same time, his player is still like a 75 overall, so that might be part of the reason why he is struggling as we throw it up ahead to Deli, who throws it down. Back to my earlier point. NBA 2K19, I feel like, is a game of managing your turnovers, especially at the point guard spot. It's very easy to rack up 5, 6, even 7 turnovers a game, which I have done in games. Even games that we won, I've just racked up a monstrous amount of turnovers. The best way to not get turnovers is to keep the ball and go all the way to the rim. So if we can do that every possession, that will work out just fine for us. We have 8 early points. This guy thinking about the post fade. Instead, the 3 with a contest goes down anyways. I don't know, this point guard. He wasn't really too interested in taking good shots, but his bad shots kept going in as they actually forced a turnover right there. We had to step on the center and the point guard, but they get a pretty lucky animation where they knocked the ball out, and it actually is off on us as we continue to pressure. Deli and myself pressuring as they bring the ball up. Walsh gets the loose ball on the ground. We have a 3-on-2, giving it to Deli, 3, but Deli's kind of struggling with his shot as well. Usually Deli's pretty reliable from downtown, but this game, Oh, not even reliable with the passing. Passing into double coverage right there. Even that pass is a dicey one. So we're going to have to settle down the offense a little bit. That'll help. An and one dunk from Josh off the inbound feed from Michael. And we go up 3 points. This could be our chance to hopefully inch away with this game. And one thing you will notice is that the on-ball defense, as they were just bringing the ball up, was definitely getting to them. Our guy was a sharpshooting shot creator, I believe, so he doesn't have playmaking as archetype. That means if we provide a good amount of on-ball pressure and kind of hold them up a little bit, play some good defense, we can force some turnovers, force some mistakes from him, force the ball loose, whatever it takes, and just play bully ball all the way to the rack on the other end. This guy can't hang with us right now. He just straight up cannot hang with us. Just pure ISO ball right there. A little bit of a 5-out, just spacing the floor, giving me a second to get by him. Like, I'm not dribbling out the whole clock. I'm kind of just going quick, but it's still good enough as Walsh pull up 3, gets it to go, and these guys are just watching us get bucket after bucket. Michael cut, Deli got it. I believe that's going to be a deep 2. No, it is a corner 3. All right, cool. It looked like a deep 2, but thankfully we get 3 points into play, and we now have a 13-point lead. We were down 10-17, I believe, at some point, so we have went on a major run. Walsh with his badge pulling up and getting it to go. Just straight up takeover mode, and Deli's got his takeover mode engaged as well. Pull up jumper. Oh man, I tried to pull up that shot for Michael to get his assist after he got the steal on the inbound, but I definitely messed up the timing right there. I want to take a normal jumper, not a fadeaway, so that was all sorts of wrong. But at the same time, we are playing pretty well in this game. We have a 14-point lead, looking for more points. Walsh is cutting and throwing it down, continuing to take over the game and racking up the points as we start the third quarter. And really, no one on our team is missing. We have missed, I believe, 1 or 2 shots. And Michael's pretty much the only one that's gotten a little bit cold, and those are open shots. Even Deli missed a couple of shots, open shots. Josh has been slashing at will right now. We have ourselves a 20-point lead, and everything is clicking for us right now. And I feel like this lineup that we have, as we go all the way to the rim, throwing it down, might be our best lineup as a team. The one unfortunate thing about the way we play our Pro-Am lineups is that we usually never run the same lineup more than like 2 or 3 games in a row. We always have like someone different. Someone's got a different archetype, a different player between like the 7 or 8 of us that play on the team right now. So it's a little bit inconsistencies with our lineup, but I feel like this lineup that we have might be our best one with Michael at the center spot. Maybe we go against a really good team, like a calm team or something like that. They'll expose our small ball lineup, but as we play most of these games, this feels like our best scoring lineup, and we're holding up well on the defensive end at the same time. So as we find Josh cutting right there, and that's all we gotta do. Like, I just kind of sit there and wait for someone to cut, and the cuts are just so open with no center, like clogging the, I don't want to say clogging the paint, but like they're kind of, you know, holding up space because they can't go to the corner 3 or something like that, or even a deep 2. And it just opens up so much offensively. And if we make the right cuts and stuff like that, or just blow by our guy, then it's GG for the other team. Like, we're just scoring almost whenever we want. Our only misses seem to come off of missed open shots. And we have blown by the other point guard to the point where this guy is not in the game anymore. I don't know if you guys saw where someone left the game as we make the fadeaway 3 and activate our takeover badge. But we actually teammate graded this guy out the game, which is something I had no idea we were close to doing when we were in the game. Like, it wasn't a goal of mine. I didn't know this guy was like at a D- or even close to a D-. I just happened to get the bucket. Next thing you know, like, I checked the stats and it said he had an F, and then the teammate graded out. So yeah, these guys will not be getting their second win. It seems like the team that lost their only game showed up for the second half of this one. They just haven't showed up at all. Forget showing up, they just haven't showed up. As we get the loose ball right there, I believe that's Walsh's steal and Deli's bucket. We're working on a double-double right here. We were just racking up the points, but we're also working on our 10th assist. Deli gonna throw down the finish with the foul. We got ourselves 22 and 10, so a lot of points accounted for at the point guard position. The point guard position, obviously a very important position. The way we play the point guard position, the way we facilitate, not as important to our team as many teams, but still, when your point guard provides 22 and 11, 23 and 11 now, and at the other end, the other guy has 5 turnovers and his teammate graded out the game, that will help you a lot to winning games. So I think we were able to provide a lot for our team today, and that's for the most part as a team. We just played pretty lights out after that kind of rough first quarter, so we are able to get the W. Let me know about the poll. Vote in the poll for sure if you guys want to see more commentaries or more funny moments. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.